Kind of a tough start for Jeff on Friday night. 2 2/3, 6 hits, 3 walks. So what did you see from him in that inning?
Yeah, Berkey wasn't at his sharpest, and he had a little forearm tenderness, so it was kind of affecting his command. And that's why we got him out of there pretty early. We're always trying to make sure that we're taking care of our kids and taking care of their arms. And he felt all right early on. It was a little bit tender in the second, and then we went out, had a little bit more tenderness in there, so we got him out of there. But then Jesse came in and threw the ball great. Jesse was really, really good. So, the negative was Berkey, but we got a really, really nice positive out of that as well.
So Jesse comes in, throws 5 1/3. You also have Dunn and King earlier this season who've done kind of the same thing. How important has it been for you guys to have these guys who can come in and make these long relief appearances?
Yeah, it's huge. Jesse was able to keep us in that baseball game Friday night and give us a chance to win that baseball game. And honestly, we left 14 guys on Friday night. If we do that, we get Jesse a W. If we do our job offensively and situationally hit a little bit better. So not only did he give us a chance to win that baseball game, but that also gave us a chance to win, to save our bullpen, and gave us a chance to win on Sunday. If Jesse doesn't get it done and we go to Justin, and Justin has to give us 3 or 4 on Friday night instead of coming in for 8 pitches or whatever it was he threw, then he's not available to do what he did on Sunday. So to have some of these swing guys that are able to use Jesse as an example, we can use Jesse to come in and get a left-hander out, or we can use Jesse like he did for 5 innings.
Does knowing that you have these guys allow you to have a shorter hook with the starters?
I don't think it allows us to have a shorter hook with our starters because we like, Burke and King and Gorman. We love having those guys on the mound, and we like to give them the chance to work through some stuff because we believe in them and we trust them. So it doesn't so much allow us to have a shorter hook, but it allows us the luxury to know that we have guys that can give us length and guys that can give us really good quality innings if we do get a short start.
So kind of a hit parade on Saturday. Any particular factors the guys struggled with in that one?
I think our bullpen didn't do a great job getting themselves ready to come in and pitch, to be honest with you. I think we have guys with good enough stuff that can get us out of the, it was really one inning where things kind of went haywire. And we have guys that have the stuff and the ability to come in, and I don't think they were. And we know we adjusted a little bit on after the game on Saturday and Sunday, and there are guys that Johnny Nicholas and Murph and Nick Poor that have done it and will continue to do it. I just for whatever reason didn't have themselves ready to go in those situations mentally. And it kind of showed. Your margin of error in this league is so small. You miss one spot and it's a double in the gap. So it went a little haywire from one inning, on Saturday. But again, those boys have done a good job for us before, and they're going to continue to do a great job. And Johnny Nicholas, then comes in and gets us 3 outs on Sunday, to help us close out that win. So. It's not a lack of a trust in those guys. It's just they had to do a better job getting mentally prepared for that one outing.
So tough start for Johnny Gorman on Sunday. I haven't seen every one of his starts. Just judging from the box scores, hasn't seemed as dominant as he was against Florida State earlier on. Have you seen anything in his mechanics or anything that have led to that?
No, I think the thing about Johnny's outing on Sunday was. In the the inning that they put up 5. We had a ground ball to the right side with 2 outs. And on a what should have been a 3-1 put out, got a little bit funky. Johnny missed the bag with his foot. And he's a kid who works so hard on his PFPs, and it's just kind of one of those things. He just missed the bag. If we get that out, it's 2-1 getting out of that inning. Now if we don't get that 3rd out, and next thing you know, they put up a 5 spot. So it was very close to being a very good outing. One of the things that Johnny's stuff is good enough, and lets himself just go to pitch, and he's very, very good. He's so competitive that sometimes sometimes he's trying to do a little too much with all his stuff, a little too much with the fastball, a little too much with the breaking ball, and that's when it gets him in trouble. Now, I'd rather have that than lack of effort, right? You'd always rather have a kid that's working and caring and competing for you, and Johnny's always going to give us that. I think on Sunday he was trying to, you mentioned that Florida State outing, and that outing he was dominant against Florida State. He was just pitching. I think a little bit on Sunday he was trying to dominate. He was trying to give us a complete game, dominant outing in the first inning, and trying to do too much with everything. And so we're going to see Johnny Gorman give us a really, really good outing this weekend against Clemson. I can promise you that.
So Gabe Hernandez came back, had a start against UMass last week, did not play over the weekend. Was that injury related as well?
No, we gave him sort of a rehab start against UMass almost. We scheduled to have him play 3 innings. Had him, back in the lineup, make sure he was healthy, and now he's available. We had him in on Friday night, put him into pinch run as a chance to steal a base. He had a great jump. Joey got a good pitch to hit and fouled it off. Gabe had green light. Joey was green light as well, just to see. And it just worked out that he fouled off a pitch. And then we used him in a pinch hit situation and to play some defense on Sunday. So, he's available, and he's in the mix now.
So Chris Shaw seems like he's on kind of another planet right now. Crazy OPS. Have you seen a performance like this at this level at any point in your career?
For what Chris has done over the past couple weeks, I've seen, because I've watched Chris Shaw do it. Right, what Chris did on Sunday was kind of stupid. The double off the top of the fence in left center field, he hit that ball so hard he almost got thrown out at second base. The one out he made was an absolute rocket. First baseman makes an unbelievable play to get an out on that one. Otherwise, that was another double. And then home run to left, home run to center, home run to right. He can just do things that you're not supposed to be able to do. And he was hitting quality pitches, and I think a lot of this started. I think he was swinging the bat early on, and then he got into a spot where he was kind of trying to do a little too much and trying to carry the team, and trying to make things happen. And then once he kind of got through that and settled in and just let himself go back to hitting, then now all of a sudden he can carry a team.
Is there any professional player that you'd compare him to?
Adam Dunn is a guy that a lot of scouts make a comparison to. That's who a lot of people are talking about, who he can be. And as a guy who can be a legitimate, big-time, middle-of-the-order power bat at the big league level.
So coming up next weekend, we have Wounded Warrior Projects, that game. Could you talk about that and what that means for the club?
Yeah, the Wounded Warrior Project weekend for us is a really fun weekend and a special weekend for our program to be able to be associated with and help out an organization like the Wounded Warrior Project. What they do for our military and for our veterans is so special. So for us to be able to play a small part in, first honoring our military, honoring our veterans, honoring these people that have and continue to protect us and protect our freedoms, it means a lot to our boys. It means a lot to our program. And to be able to do something for an organization that is consistently and continually working behind the scenes to help our veterans when they come back, it's a very, very cool thing for us to be a part of. We're very lucky that we're able to be involved with them and that they allow us to be involved with them. And to start with the softball game on Thursday and to be around and be able to hang out with some veterans and hang out with people who have protected us and who have sacrificed for us. It's one of the highlights of our years. And then, to be able to do the things that we'll do on Saturday, from our uniforms to the things that we'll do during the game to honor them. Our boys look forward to it. It's a small way for us to say thank you and a small way for us to give back.
How's Shea looking?
Shea Field looks good. The boys are excited to be back in the birdcage. Tomorrow, the field's ready tomorrow. Now we're just worried about if it's gonna rain tomorrow, right? Can't help the rain. But yeah, the Shea Field looks good. We're ready to go. Matt Conway and his staff have done a great job. Matty Hayes and JD have been out there working on that field and doing everything they can to get it ready, and done an awesome job. So we really appreciate everything that they've been doing for us to help get the field ready in a year that, in New England, nobody's playing on grass fields until really right about now. So, the boys are really excited to get back home and play out there, and play in front of our fans and our families and our students.